It is so rare, es muy raro, when the Minnesota Vikings actually get a little bit, just a modicum, just a little bit of respect from the national media jabroni haircuts, especially ESPN, because ESPN's power rankings, again, they are not the most accurate power rankings in the world. Those are the ones that came straight from this dome. They've generally been hovering in the high 20s or low 20s, however you want to see it, in terms of rankings. And so we're used to it, all right? And I don't know what it is. It could be the history of the 0-4 in the Super Bowl, just the lovable losers. Everyone just loves to kick the Vikings. Is it Kirk Cousins? All of the above. Probably all of that. But Seth Walder, ESPN's NFL football analytics, I don't know his job. Anyway, he has the courage, the cojones, the huevos to actually speak truth to power, and he gave the Vikings some respect. This is what he put out. 2022 Football Power Index ratings and rankings. Now, I feel like half of the analytics people, they just make up numbers, and it's like, hey, it's a proprietary formula. Pay me money. I should get in the analytics game, man. The rating itself indicates approximately how much better or worse in points that team is predicted to be relative to an average NFL team on a neutral field. It is a predictive rating. So there you go. So diving on into the ratings. Ooh, so the Vikings at plus 3.2. So recapping. How many points better or worse than the average team in the league on a neutral field? So just completely in a vacuum. So the baseline, like as close to zero would be the Eagles at minus 0.1 points. So Eagles, prime meridian, Vikings week 2 opponent. Oh, they signed James Bradbury. I don't care. We're going to need more wax. Fine. But the Vikings plus 3.2, that's getting up there, man. And now the Browns are probably plus 3.5 with Deshaun, even though he's probably going to be suspended. So knock them down a peg. And the Vikings are grouped together close to the Ravens, close to the Broncos. So basically, this is a top 10 ranking, and that's something that has been unprecedented in recent years in terms of national media. Just like, oh, yeah, the Vikings, they could actually be good. Oh, look at that veteran rooster. Oh, look how they still win 8-9, even though everything went wrong around them. Blah, blah, blah. Also, Kevin O'Connell, new influx of talent. Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter, if they stay healthy, knocking down all the wood. Baby. But notably, look at the Bengals. Plus 1.1. Now, I understand that the Bengals secondary, well, Bengals cornerbacks, not safeties are fine, and their offensive line was poopy last year, but they made big strides to improve both this offseason. And plus, you got Burrow and Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon. I don't see how they're so low. Like, some of these rankings are kind of surprising. So, Bills, yes. Packers. How are the Packers this effing high, man? So the Packers, you're saying to me that over the average team, the Packers, actually, Seth Walder, is that who this person is? You just completely discredited yourself. The Packers are a touchdown and change better than the average team on a neutral side field without Devontae Adams. Garbage. Rams are up there. Chiefs, yes. Bucks, sure. Cowboys are a touchdown better than the neutral team, and an average team on a neutral side. Baloney. Also, how the Colts this high? Maybe it's because they compete in the AFC South. It's possible. And with I understand Matt Ryan is a household name, but he's a corpse, dead, deceased, ceased to be. Cardinals still up there, sure. All right, so the Broncos with Russ. I'm a bit surprised that the Broncos are relatively low because you add Russell Wilson, you already have some nice pieces on offense. I think Nathaniel Hackett will get something going there. Go ahead. All right, so Raiders, for some reason, are up there. All right, so hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor. All right, so 1, 2. I'm counting the AFC teams. Let me count. Hold on. I need to take my shoes off. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You tell me that the Bengals are the 10th best team in the AFC? That's jabroni stuff, man. It's bad. Tennessee Titans, last year's 1 seed, are just barely above par, or under par, however you want to see it. So you got the Saints, the Commies, sure. Down at the bottom, you got the Bears, where I feel that one's the most accurate. I mean, who's this again? Walderman, you completely redeemed yourself. Well, the Bears are almost 2 touchdown dogs against the average team on a neutral site. which is just hilarious, man. Now, what's interesting is that the Vikings and the Saints will actually get to play on a neutral site this year in London at Tottenham. To dare is to do. Well, they're playing at Tottenham because they're saving the real field, Anfield, for an actual football game, not including the Saints. Vikings versus Vikings intra-squad scrimmage at Anfield. The fields of Anfield Road. So Jaguars, Falcons. I'm surprised the Jets are that low. I understand that the Jets are the Jets, but, yeah. Also, the Niners are almost a touchdown down from the average team. That's a bit surprising. Now, is that with Jimmy G or is that with Trey Lance? No pants. Trey Lance and the Niners. They're going to be good. I'm still holding out hope. I understand all these anonymous sources like, Trey Lance isn't picking up the offense. Look at me. I want attention, please. The pride of Marshall, Minnesota is going to be perfectly fine. He'll be good to go. And just looking through some of the Vikings opponents on this. So you got Eagles. All right, so you got the Packers up there, allegedly. Garbage. You got the Cowboys up there. Garbage. You got the Colts. Garbage. Cardinals are up there as well. Then you got the AFC East, NFC East. So you got the Commies, Giants. Eagles are at par, like mentioned. Saints are up there, which is interesting. And then you got the Jets. You got the Dolphins. I mean, Vikings are in relatively good shape. Again, so a little bit of sweet, a little bit of sour with this. I think that Walter got it absolutely right with the Bears. Completely whiffed with the Packers. I would say I would put the Packers below the Vikings. But, I mean, that's just a gimme, right? Now, again, this is a proprietary formula. He could just made these numbers up. Like, I mean, who's this? Seth Walder? Seth the boy? Does he actually have a math degree? Is he actually into the economics? Is this actually an analytics? Or did he just pick numbers out of a hat while eating Cheetos? Not even the Flamin' Hot. So this guy doesn't even like the flavor. That's your savor. Just picking up numbers, man. But, all right. But, again, I digress. So this is one of those things where we trash a person and we say something nice at the end. It's very passive-aggressive. It's very Minnesotan. But the Vikings actually getting a little bit of respect. 13th in these rankings. Again, basically top 10 because the Browns, Ravens, and the Broncos. But it's interesting to see. Again, everything that's off-season is coming out Millhouse. But will it translate into the season? I think that it will. And I think that they'll turn the beat around. I want to see ESPN's power rankings, like the normal one, when the Vikings go 17-0. Like, where will they put the Vikings? 5? Probably. That's exactly what's going to happen. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings actually get some respect from the national media in a ranking. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.